Hey guys, hey, I just wanted to give you a quick update and a little sneak peek at how our trades played out today, just to see how it did. Obviously, you'll watch in just a second, or maybe you're watching this at the end, I don't know. You'll see how our trades played out, what trades we took, and the process as to how we took those trades. But real quickly, I just want to show you. How those trades turned out today. It was an awesome day, and you'll see that just here in just a moment. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and you can see the trade that we took here. So you right here is the euro franc. This is the position that we took. I'll zoom in. This was the banker's close opportunity. Basically, just in this vicinity right here, we saw that the market was breaking above the upper Bollinger Band on a 5-minute. You'll see that here in just a second. And it made a 2-month high today during the banker's close. There was no news, which is huge. And so this move was a little bit unprecedented. And so we just started selling this. It was really frustrating in the class today because we sold, but we had to wait for this manipulation to kind of pass by. And about 8 hours later, 6 hours later, after the conclusion of the webinar, we got this move right here where most of our positions were able to close out. Let me show you as I plot these trades out. You can see the trades that we took today in the class right here. Here they come, just 1 second as they upload. Here they are. So a lot of trades taken today, right? But basically sold all the way up. We stuck to our guns on this. Again, lots of manipulation. There was no news. We're at a 2-month high. Banker's close opportunity. It fit every single rule in the playbook to the T, and obviously this market started coming down. Most of our targets hit down here. I closed out the rest manually right here. Total 477 pips, as you can see down here. Total here, and then with the cleanup and all the other trades that we lost earlier in the day, it was 117 pips lost. So we made over 360 pips today. So not bad. A little frustrating trade for sure, but excellent trade nonetheless. You know, can't complain with 360 pips in the bag. So I just wanted to share that with you and enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's just go ahead and do a quick mic check and visual check here. If you can hear my audio and see my screen, let me know in the chat box. Hope everybody's having a pretty good morning so far. Hopefully your trading was good over the weekend. We had some good trades, I guess, to end last week, which was awesome. And I'm looking forward to another trading week today. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Before we get started, let me go ahead and share a disclaimer. As always, I just need to remind you about the risks involved in the market. You can lose all or more than your initial investment if you're not careful. So you need to know how many pips you're risking on each trade, how big your lot size is, and ultimately how that would affect your account if you were to lose money. So make sure that you're going through that process each and every time that you take a trade. So, okay, guys, so we've already got some pretty big movements going on in the market. I guess there are some news events we need to work around. There's some dollar news this morning. There's some Kiwi and Aussie news later this afternoon, so we'll probably stay away from some of those. When I trade the Tokyo close tonight, I may stay away from some of those. But there's really nothing else, and I didn't see anything in this area noteworthy to look at. The pound has been a little bit crazy recently, so I've been trying to stay away from that one. I've been mostly just sticking with the euro and the franc if possible. So the trade that I've started this morning is this. Let's see, it's this euro franc. So I'm shorting the euro franc this morning. I'm trading it over here and in my Alveo account. I'm trading in FDMO and in LVO right now. So, but yeah, so I've already initiated my sells. I'm in a little bit early, as you can see. I'm down 87 pips on this. So you could get in now, and I think you're at a better price than I've got. So, yeah, you could go ahead and just jump into that. And then if I'm wrong, let me know. Like if there are news that I should be aware of on this pair, then let me know. But I'm not aware of anything truly significant. So I think this is going to be a great pair to go ahead and start selling into. If you look at the higher time frame, yeah, we busted through just in the last 10 minutes, this resistance. That's usually a sign that there's a little bit of fat that needs to be trimmed. So I do again, I stick to my guns on this sell opportunity. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you're watching this video right now, but hey, if you could do me a quick favor and give this video a like, that would be awesome. Or if you dislike it, I guess you can dislike it too, but please give it a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment on our trades, that would be fantastic. Maybe tell me what you know about this particular trade setup. Also, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, that would be awesome too. Turn on the bell notification if you enjoy this content so that you can be notified every time we post our live trading classes. Also, just so you know, I do these live classes every day, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, live, so you don't have to come to the recording anymore. And you can actually take these trades with me. If you're interested in doing that, there's a link in the description down below where you can sign up for my 14-day free trial, where you can get access to all of my signal alerts that I send out via text message and email. And in addition to that, you'll be able to come to all the live classes in the future. So anyway, back to the video. Which we need to do a little bit of. I'm up 107.2 pips, right? That's from the Tokyo close from last night that I was trading on my own. So if we do any fat trimming on these trades, just remember, you know, anything past 107 is our profit from this morning together. And I am just trimming some fat on my other account over here. And doing that cleanup concept. I don't know if I'm going to clean up on this one. I think this one's fine with LVO. So I'm not going to close any trades out. I'm just going to let the market sit on what I have there. And then when we get a second and things cool down a little bit, we'll go ahead and jump into, I want to show you guys what I traded last night just for fun, so you guys can see that concept over again. We'll also talk about Friday's trade, which will be awesome, just because, you know, we did have a lot of stuff. We did have a lot of interest in that market on Friday on the Euro Kiwi, and we didn't have a live class to kind of go over it together. So this one looks like it's going to be easier today, much easier. So definitely make sure you've got your position built up, because we may have already hit the peak the way I'm seeing this here. So yeah, Euro franc short, like there, and we still have a ways to go. But yeah, your window of opportunity could be shrinking if you don't already have your position built up. That's how quick this can happen sometimes. And if it happens too quickly, sometimes there's an opportunity on another pair that we could potentially look at, because we do have a full hour for bankers close opportunities across a lot of different pairs, right? So, okay, it looks like we may be getting a little bit of a move back up. So again, this would be a good opportunity if you don't already have your position. And then we'll see if it makes another high. Okay, so where could this go if it does create more highs? Let's look at the 5-minute chart, kind of look at the broader spectrum of this. We're already kind of pushing up against a lot of resistance, but there still is a really solid resistance level right there. So don't underestimate the market. It could definitely get to that level, which is, that's from the current price, that's another 10 pips away, 11 pips away. So ask yourself, hey, can I handle 11 pip draw, and it could go more than that too. Like, I'm just saying, you know, what's likely to happen. I think it is very possible and even likely that we get another move that's 10 pips up from here. So, you know, you got to ask yourself that question, you know, can I afford that? It also might not, right? So you also want to have that balance of, hey, do I have a big enough position where I'm going to make my money for the day if the market actually just goes down from here? So it's kind of a hard balance. And that's why I always kind of tell you guys, find out what your starter position is. For me, my starter position, typically on this Alveo account, I do a quarter contract, you know, but I'll spread it across like 5, 6, 7, 8 trades, just to have that flexibility. On my FTMO account where I'm trading 200,000, I have a starter position of about 5 contracts, four contracts. It's kind of my starter position. And if the market goes in my favor with those 4 or 5 contracts, then that's perfect. That'll be enough for the day to make the money we were hoping for. But if the market goes against us, we still have lots of flexibility where, you know, hey, we can still manage our way out of that trade. So, but yeah, this looks good. I think towards the end here, I definitely want to manage this trade and make sure we do a good job on it. So I'm going to stay here for now. And then when the market starts to come in our favor later and we've got a good, you know, where we feel comfortable, we'll go take a look at Friday's trade, and we'll also go take a look at, I'd like to show you guys, I think it'd be awesome to show you my Tokyo close trade from last night, and how that played out. All right, looks like we may be getting another high here. Let's see what happens. And again, this can go all the way up to this resistance right here. Absolutely. And even beyond it. I don't think it'll stay up there, but yes, it absolutely could. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. I always kind of rely on you guys a little bit too. If there is a news event that I am not aware of, that I did not mention earlier, you know, let me know. I didn't see anything that would directly affect the euro or the franc. More so, if the news events of the day are going to affect this pair, it's more like a secondary effect. It's not like it's going to be the main. The news events are going to affect other pairs way before this pair gets affected, right? So yeah, it definitely looks like it's gearing up for another bounce. Just the way this candlestick's, you know, building, and it's engulfing a lot of what was, in fact, if you look at the 1-minute chart, it's just kind of engulfing this range that was created right here. So yeah, I definitely think another high is in the menu right now, is on the menu for sure. So, you know, make sure you're aware of that and that that's a possibility, because I definitely see that happening. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw it just go straight up and then maybe kind of bounce quickly off of that high, and then we come down from there. We'll see. I mean, that's a prediction, but so how do I say it? Basically, you have to be prepared for this so you can still make money on the other side, or you also have to be prepared for this. So, you know, one of these scenarios is going to happen where, you know, you're going to get your move up and then your move down, or you're just going to get your move down. So either way, we'll make money on the sell side, but it's just a matter of how we get it. And we have to be prepared and have a plan with either option that it gives us here. All right. and we wait. We just kind of wait for a little bit. Like I said, we'll go look at some other pairs later, but I want to focus on this and get ourselves into the beginning of the class is kind of a rush, and so I want to make sure we're all on the same page, and then we've got our trades built up the way we like it before we go and venture off on some other pairs. And if you look at the 5-minute chart, just for target purposes, maybe we'll actually place those. There is quite a ways to kind of this support and where the mid Bollinger Band is. So you're looking at targets at the moment, minimum would be like right there. Most likely as this progresses, that target's going to move up to probably this support level, I'm imagining. So, you know, I think in between these two levels would be the perfect place for a target. Between here and here would kind of be the best profit taking opportunities. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in those targets right now just for fun and get them ready to go, because that's going to be the goal for the day, is between here and here. So kind of scatter them in that kind of area. All you want to do is just, no one knows exactly how far it's going to go, but from our experience and what we've done trading this, you know, something in this area makes a lot of sense, right? It is starting to come down, which is nice. Let's see how far we can get this. I may do some cleanup towards the end, but the cleanup I'd like to do today would be, if I can at the moment, I feel good enough with my position and how I've got it sized, that if it came, or when it comes down, I'd like to close out, just lighten the position, but I'd like to close out the worst trades at break even, or maybe a pip of profit or something like that. We'll see if we can get that. That's obviously my hope. But yeah, right in here, this little area right here would be where you'd want to take most of your profits, I believe, today. We may adjust that later, but this is kind of the area I'm thinking. And we'll wait, you know, and it's going to be a little bit of a grind, just because there isn't a lot of news with this. So that's the good and the bad. The good is you shouldn't expect anything too crazy to happen in this hour with this pair, other than the normal volatility. But I wouldn't expect like a crazy candlestick to come out of nowhere, at least from what's on the forecast or what's on the dock for the day. So with that in mind, yes, it's going to be a little bit slower to get there, but I'd rather take slower and get there than something unforeseen or not something that we don't expect coming. So, all right, this is good. It made just another leg lower, or it just, I think it busted through that support there. Let's see, or maybe it's just touching it again. And we wait. So I'm just going to take a drink real quick. I haven't had my water this morning. In a way, I kind of want it to make another high just because I really would like to grab some better levels up here. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, we'll be happy if it comes down, great. If it goes up, we'll respond, and it'll also be great. But I'll just have to wait. Let's see if it comes back down to that low again. I think I will go take a look at some of those other pairs. We'll probably talk about Friday's trade first, which was awesome, but it was kind of a little bit of a battle. I wouldn't say as hard as I think Thursday's trade was a little bit tough. That one was hard to make work. In fact, I lost a little bit of money on that. I did get a lot back through the overnight. I swing traded overnight a couple of trades from that Euro franc from Thursday. But overall, I still ended up losing money on that trade, but it was nice to get some of it back. And then Friday was good. A little bit it was still tough with that Euro Kiwi, but we got it done. And then I also swung a couple of those trades and closed them out last night, which is not a bad thing to do necessarily. I think you can swing some of these bankers closed trades. Just depends on a couple of things, but yeah. All right. Okay. Well, this is being slow, so I think. Oh, did you pull on your stop losses a little too? No, oh, dang. That's okay. We all do that, and sometimes it's better to have a tight stop loss anyway. Just to protect yourself. Kind of helps you sleep better at night, even if you do lose. But yeah, anyway, we'll let this sit for a second and I'll kind of monitor and see what it does down here. If it breaks higher, obviously we want to add to this position. Obviously we've got, this is the next layer of resistance. If it gets here, we really want to add pretty hard up there. Anyway, that's going to be the plan with this. But yeah, let's go take a look at the Euro Kiwi from the other day. So this was it right here. And let me go ahead and plot my trades so you can see what I did. So I'm just going to plot all my orders here. Okay, here they come, or should be coming. Okay, so this is the top of the hour right here. Oh, wait 1 second. Oh, okay, no, it's fine. I thought it was going up, but it is going up, but not past a new high. This was the bottom of the hour. So this is your window of opportunity to add to the position in the banker's close would be right here. And it was a little bit of a battle, right? Like we started here and it kept going up, but I've noticed this happens a ton where, if the market starts here or starts the hour and then like spends the first 30 minutes, kind of like we're seeing right now, a little bit going up, there will be an opportunity typically later that day to at least get back to break even. I've seen this over and over and over again, like right here would have been a great opportunity to close out the biggest losers, maybe close out some of the bigger winners, and then leave the rest of the trades to ride. And that's kind of what I did. I wish I had done a little bit of better job with it, but nonetheless, I only had a couple of losers from right here, and then most of these were winners. And then I let these top trades up here run over the weekend actually, and then I closed them out right here before the Tokyo Open. I wish I had closed them here or maybe here. And the other part of me is like, maybe I should have just held past this, because right now we'd be extremely profitable had I held on to those, had I swung those trades longer. But you learn. And I think we did a really good job with this. Yes, it was a tougher trade for sure. and the window of opportunity to close out your positions was kind of small if you think about it. Like you had a little bit of a dip right here on that one candle, and then it came back up, and then you had several candles where you had another dip right here. This should have been where most of the trades should have closed out. I was able to do that for the most part, but I definitely left a couple of trades on, as you know. But yeah, definitely a battle. But I want you guys to see that not always are they just the type of thing where you just go ahead and sell and then boom, they go down. Some days that happens, but I would say most often, and you guys have seen this, it's kind of a battle. Like during that hour, you might see a lot of ups, and then you're just kind of building a position, hopefully getting a lot of pricing at these highs, so that when it does dip in, you can, close a lot there. Maybe you'll get another second opportunity like we did here. You close a lot there still by the end of the day. If not, you may have to swing a lot of these like I did over the weekend. Now in hindsight, I'm just like, why didn't I get a little greedier with this target? But that's okay. Anyway, so that was the trade from Friday. And again, mostly profitable, but definitely a battle. That banker's close. Let's go back to that Euro Franc. It looks like it's moving just a little bit, and then I'll show you later the Tokyo close from today. Come on, let's sell in there. Right there. And here's the hour. So again, this is what we're working with today. We still have 35 minutes to be adding to this position, and then we'll stop adding. So yeah, this one's starting out a little bit like a battle. If it comes down, this is going to be kind of an easy trade, but I'm hesitant to like put on all of the orders. Like I'm hesitant to really go hard because I really do see this as a possibility. I mean, we still have 35 minutes still, so there's quite a bit of time. Like I definitely see this as a possibility. Something like that, and then come down later. Something like that is on the table. So that's why you still want to have lots of gunpowder available, because that is still on the table. I think for me, it's not that we don't know how to trade the strategy. That's the easy part. Like we know what we're looking for. I think finding trades to trade is easy. Oh, hey, 1 second. This looks good. I may do some cleanup here, depending on what we get. The hardest part for me is finding the balance. And that's probably what you guys have experienced too, is the balance of trades. Like how do you find the balance of how big is your order going to be, on your starter position? Where do you add? How much do you add when you get there? 1 second, I'm just on my other account. I'm just doing some cleanup over here. And I one more, I feel really good on this Alveo side. I might do some cleanup trades over here. I'm thinking about it. I kind of just want one more punch lower, and I'll do some cleanup trades. Yeah, when to get in and out. Yeah, exactly. Well, and I think the rule, Lee, is you need to be out of most of your trades within 2 hours after the close. So you have 2 hours beyond the adding phase to stay in the trades. You just can't add. You're not allowed. You only have 1 hour to add to the position. That's where the phenomenon where you can add takes place, but after that hour, there's really, that phenomenon's gone. So that rule is like a hard set, like there's no change to that rule, right? But I'll be honest, like as you've seen, I do swing, not the big position, but I do swing some of the position over the weekend, or over the next day. It is a very small portion of the position, but if I need to swing it all, I will. Let's see, this is close. Okay, here we go. I'll do some cleanup here. -3, -4 on some of these. Perfect, that's what I want. Okay, so now we'll leave that there. So remember, I started the day at 107, so now I'm down to 85 plus my 40 unrealized. And so we want to keep track of that to see, you know, how many pips we're making together on this opportunity. Now, since this has come down, this is nice. Let's double check the 5 minute to make sure we're, you know, where's the mid Bollinger Band, because technically that's your initial exit, right? So again, talking about exits, you want to be checking the mid Bollinger Band where on the 5 minute, not on the 1 minute. 5 minute mid Bollinger Band, where is it? Oh, it's right here, right in the middle of our target. So our targets are still perfect right now. So that would be where you would want to close out most of your trades at the moment. But keep in mind, as time goes on and as the markets move on, this target can change, that target can move. So perfect. Okay, we are in a really good spot right now. We are in a really good spot, which is awesome. Okay, because now here's what's so great, because we did a good cleanup job with minimal loss. Like I think I lost 21 pips on the cleanup side, but we have 45 unrealized. And now if this market wanted to make another high now, we've got most of these trades right at the top of resistance. I mean, like they're just kind of in this consolidation of resistance. So if it wanted to go back up, we have gunpowder, because we have capital available again. You know, that if this market wanted to make a new high, we can deploy that. And then there's a good chance that, you know, hey, we're getting even closer to the top of the market at that point. And we're getting to the end of the banker's close opportunity. So we're in a really, really, really good spot now on this trade. But yeah, you'll probably continue to see it kind of choppy. Again, there's no news associated with this pair, so any move we get is going to be a grind. It's going to take some time to get there. All right, so while we're waiting on this, because most of our targets now are kind of in this area, and we're not close to adding, and we're not close to taking profits, we're going to let this sit for a second. I do want to show you my my banker's close for Tokyo last night. Let's see, it's 1 second. I just wanted to see this. It looks like it might bust through here. This could be a lot of fun. It is close. Okay, it's gonna wait a second, I think. 1 second. I'm gonna pull my targets on my other account over here, just so that we're ready to go in case this thing drops right away. All right. Okay, I got those targets in. This market can do what it wants now. Awesome. So last night I traded the Euro, what was it? It was the NZD GN. It did not have any news last night either, and it had just the setup I was looking for. So just so everybody knows, this trade opportunity exists between GMT time. It's between, let's see, this is between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. GMT. So it's an hour. It's right when the London market opens for an hour, and then Tokyo closes an hour into that market open. So, and then let's see, what else was I going to say about that? And oh yes, so GMT, that's when it happens. When is it available in terms of like Eastern time or something like that? So this trade setup occurs between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. Eastern. So it's highly inconvenient for a lot of my friends, you know, that are on the Eastern side of the United States, but it could be worth it if it's something that you want to make a little bit of extra money on. Hey, 1 second, we're getting some movement again on that Euro franc. So we'll have to come back. Yeah, it looks like it's starting to bust lower. Let's see how are we doing. When you're looking for a target, again, we'll always refer to the mid Bollinger Band on the 5-minute and the lower. Like, you can have trades that go to the lower. We're not quite there yet, right? So probably continue to hold and wait and let these trades mature and do their thing, right? Okay, so still in a waiting game, but fun to see a recent break in these lows here. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you're watching this video right now, but hey, if you could do me a quick favor and give this video a like, that would be awesome. Or if you dislike it, I guess you can dislike it too, but please give it a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment on our trades, that would be fantastic. Maybe tell me what you know about this particular trade setup. Also, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, that would be awesome too. Turn on the bell notification if you enjoy this content, so that you can be notified every time we post our live trading classes. Also, just so you know, I do these live classes every day, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, live, so you don't have to come to the recording anymore. And you can actually take these trades with me. If you're interested in doing that, there's a link in the description down below where you can sign up for my 14-day free trial, where you can get access to all of my signal alerts that I send out via text message and email. And in addition to that, you'll be able to come to all the live classes in the future. So anyway, back to the video. It's going to be a good day, guys. This is awesome. Very happy with this. I'll show you just for fun, like in my FTMO account that I'm trading, I am up $500 or $450 on this trade opportunity. And I've been just taking the same thing. Like, I've tried to take a trade in Alveo, I'll take a trade over here. So for those of you that don't know what FTMO is, these guys will fund you. They'll give you money to trade up to $200,000. So I'm trying out for their $200,000 account right now, using everything that we're using, the banker's close, same exact strategy. So, and I figured I need to make anywhere between, let's see, each time I trade a close, my goal is to make about $500 in the session. So we're pretty close to that right now, and we should be able to hit that. If we get one more break lower today, we should be able to make that $500, which would be awesome. But yeah, same exact trade, just in a bigger account. And like I said, they're awesome. They advertise an 80% profit split, which is really awesome. You just have to pass their challenge. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but yeah, you just have to pass their challenge. There's just simple rules like you can't lose more than 5% of the account in a day. You can't lose more than 10% of your account total. You need to make a 10% return in like 30 days or 45 days or something like that. I need to double check. And yeah, just stuff like that. It's kind of awesome. So that's what I'm doing on the site as well. I'm trying out for my FTMO account. All right. So, and most of you know this too, like the apiary fund where I trade Alveo right here, this platform, they do the same thing. They fund you money to trade. So this is an actual real account. This is real money that I'm trading. And they pay me out profit splits as well. They pay me 70% on this account. Anyway, let's go take a look at this. Let me go back to a 1-minute chart so you guys can see where I was trading this morning. So this morning, what I did is I got up. Well, actually, let me go ahead and just plot my trade so you can see what I did with this. Let's go ahead and hit the plot trade tool. Pop up here. Wow, is that it? Is that all I did? Wow. Okay, well, obviously I didn't hold on to this. No. It was this one. Oh, and it was, what was the other trade I took? This is one trade I took last night. That was a small trade. There was a bigger trade I took. 1 second. That's still an opportunity right there. Like you could draw out the line, and this, I inched up way early on this one. This was like almost 2 hours early, but I like the opportunity, so I sold there. But the trade we took, I think, was it the Euro Kiwi or no? It was the Franc Yen. Franc Yen, I believe. Yeah, let me see. I believe it was this pair. Okay, yeah, so this was a quick opportunity. So right here is the top of the hour. So it's the same thing, just Tokyo closed instead of what we're doing at the London. This one was inching up at the top of the hour. It was breaking the upper Bollinger Band. And, you know, hey, it had been expanding all day. There was no news. You know, I was just looking for the quick fade. That's all this trade is. Just the quick fade. And so, yeah, I just started building position, and got a couple of really good prices up here. I did close a few on my cleanup, as you can see, that lost. So I had 2 or 3 trades. Yeah, 3 trades that lost on my cleanup for a small amount, and the rest of these were profitable. And that's where I got 107 pips last night, was this move right here. And then, yeah, I just basically got it back to where I had started. Plus the winners up here, and then that was how I was able to make 107 last night. There was potentially an opportunity for a second move. I mean, I could have shorted again up here potentially just at the end of the close, but I didn't, and I was very happy with this, and then I went to bed. I don't know if this was the best pair necessarily to trade. It just had the opportunity. I'm sure there was a dozen other pairs that I could have traded, and it would have been just fine. But yes, I was happy with that one. And yeah, it's just the same thing. It's just a smaller scale, not as big of a move as, say, the bankers close in London, but still, you know, hey, you know, and in my FTMO account, I made $400 on that trade. You know, here 107 pips with Alveo. So yeah, anyway, just a little fun trade, similar phenomenon, just waiting for, hey, you know, we're hitting the upper Bollinger Band. You know, we're within that hour. Just go ahead and start building the position. Yep, we got a little pullbacks in the same hour, so I just closed everything, called it good. Hit the mid Bollinger Band. That's your exit, right? All right. Come back over here to the Euro Franc. See where we're at. So we came off that low, and now we're just retesting these again, that's fine. That is totally fine. And then we want to double check where are we at in terms of the mid Bollinger on the 5 minute. It's inched up a little bit, right? Because time has progressed. So I'm going to go ahead and bring some of these targets up just a little bit. Because again, if we hit this, this would be, that would be your where you'd want to close out of most of these trades. Okay. All right, and we're still in that no man's land area, like no time to add. I mean, you can add more if you want, but since we have the position built the way we want it at this point, I'm not really looking to add to more of the position unless, of course, it makes another high, which it certainly could do here. It looks like it's trying. So we'll see. And that's fine. That happens. I'm tempted. I was tempted to add another. I'll just wait a second. Because again, where's that resistance again? Let me go back to the 5 minute, because if it does, there is a lot of resistance right up here. So that is definitely on the table to go up to there, which is right there on the 1 minute. Kind of surprised that it made that comeback. I mean, it's fine. It can totally do that, but I am a little surprised. I just added one small trade right there. And then I feel like I'm good at this position I want. So, you know, I'm in a position where like, hey, if it wants to break higher, fine. But if it doesn't and comes down, we're in an even better spot now if it does that. And we have another 15 or 20 minutes where we could potentially add to the position. And then it's just off to the letting it fade out stage. And we wait, right? Just sit on our hands right now. I can totally feel it though. Like it's like, I'm not done. I want one more break higher. It wants one more, I can tell. It's struggling to though, struggling to find it. Okay, a little spike. Grabbing those while I can. It's getting pretty close. It wants it. Here it goes. Take it, take it. I want those. Give those to me. I want that. I want that. I want that. Yeah, I knew it was gonna take it. I knew it wanted it. That's good. So basically, yeah, it came right up to that. It may just punch a little higher, but yeah, it basically came to that level we drew out there. Let's see if it wants one more high, because it may want to bust through that. We'll see what it does though. Okay. And then you want to be like about here's where, you know, if we get any type of push lower, you definitely want to take those cleanup opportunities. But let's see what it does, because now we're right up at that resistance that we talked about. Okay, I'm going to do a little cleanup on that bar. Do a little. It's fine. And then if it comes down one more time, like if we get one more push lower, I'll close out 3 or 4 more, do a little cleanup. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, it's just waiting right here, and then it's kind of like deciding at that resistance over the last, like this is basically the high of the last couple of days. It's deciding if it wants to make one more high, and again, we still need to tango with that if it does want to make another high, but I think we're getting pretty close. I mean, there's only 10 minutes left in the hour to do so. And then we just go ahead and fade out for the rest of the day. But considering, so look at my position here. So yes, I am down at the moment, but I'm down 0.74% of my account. So I'm not even down 1% considering that large move at the end here, and that's okay. We're still in a really good spot, right? And if you're down a lot more than that, then that means we need to adjust. Again, it's the biggest thing that I said is, how do you position your size? How big is your size? And if your size is too big to handle that, then that's something that needs to be addressed. Right there. All right, let's see what it does here. Just consolidating basically at this moment. And then if we get a nice little knife here, we'll do a lot of cleanup on that one. All right, and we have 5 minutes to add if there's another high that comes out, and then we'll kind of just tighten up our targets and call it good and let it sit. Again, most of our trades will want to close out within the next couple of hours anyway, but we'll just see if we can get the fade that we're looking for in the next couple of hours, which should happen. Like, I do want to still instill some confidence that that's going to happen, but I may swing out a couple of trades like I did, Friday and Thursday if needed, but we'll see if that's actually going to be necessary. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bring these targets in, just start prepping for the top of the hour. And I'm gonna show you kind of how I'm gonna place these targets for the next couple of hours. And again, I do think we'll get there. It's just gonna be a little bit of a battle today. I don't know what's been with the last 2 or 3 days. We can still making money, but like it's been definitely not as easy as say early last week where, you know, you get into the class and pretty much immediately these trades just start being profitable immediately. This one we'll still get. I have a lot of confidence in this one still. It's going to be a little bit of a battle on the way how we do this. So this is more of a time stop loss. So basically I'm letting these kind of do their thing. And then when we get closer to the top of, we have basically 2 hours for this. That's my personal rules. I let them run about 2 hours max if we need them to, but I'm putting most of these targets kind of where it's old support that it formed right here. So that's where I'm going to target a lot of these trades, a few just below that. But this is kind of the area that I'm looking at. I believe that's the mid Bollinger Band as well. But yes, this is where, yep, that's right in there. So I'm actually gonna pull a few up. But yep, right in here is where I'm taking most of my profits. Okay, guys, so yeah, at this point, I mean, you have, technically you can add for another couple of minutes if you want to, but this is kind of the position I've got built up. We'll let the market do what it wants now. And then you'll get an update from me in the next 1 to 2 hours. I'll let you know kind of what I did with this, you know, or hopefully they just come back down. I'm gonna actually take another sell there. Hopefully they just come back down and we, you know, we're done for the day at that point. All right. Well, this looks, it does look good. I know it's looking tough right now, but it does look good. Hey, one second. While I'm here, this is a nice bar. I'm going to do a little cleanup. I'm going to grab a few of those on that nice bar there. And now I'm down to 0.69 or 0.7 down on the day, and that's fine. Like we're in a good spot considering the resistance that we're at. So, I mean, if it does pull back into these targets, like it's going to be a stellar day. It could be one of those days where we make hundreds and hundreds of pips. And that's still my plan. I know it feels tough right now, but like this is all like, for me, I'm like, oh yeah, this is good, you know, because, you know, I'm only down 0.8%, 0.9%. And that's well within my rules, well within my, you know, what I'm trying to accomplish here. And by the time it gets down to here, we should be up over 1% on the day. So 1% return today would be the expectation if it came down to there. So, all right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up with that. Appreciate your attendance today. I'll send a message in Telegram. Feel free to message me on Telegram personally if you'd like to contact me as well over the next 1 to 2 hours. That's totally fine. But other than that, thanks for coming, guys, and we'll see you in the next webinar. Hey, guys. Hey, I just wanted to give you a quick update and a little sneak peek at how our trades played out today, just to see how it did. Obviously, you'll watch in just a second, or maybe you're watching this at the end. I don't know. You'll see how our trades played out, what trades we took, and the process as to how we took those trades. But real quickly, I just want to show you how those trades turned out today. It was an awesome day, and you'll see that just here in just a moment. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and you can see the trade that we took here. So right here is the Euro franc. This is the position that we took. I'll zoom in. This was the banker's close opportunity. Basically, just in this vicinity right here, we saw that the market was breaking above the upper Bollinger Band on a 5-minute. You'll see that here in just a second. And it made a 2-month high today during the banker's close. There was no news, which is huge. And so this move was a little bit unprecedented. And so we just started selling this. It was really frustrating in the class today because we sold, but we had to wait for this manipulation to kind of pass by. And about 8 hours later, 6 hours later, after the conclusion of the webinar, we got this move right here where most of our positions were able to close out. Let me show you as I plot these trades out. You can see the trades that we took today in the class right here. Here they come, just 1 second as they upload. Here they are. So a lot of trades taken today, right? But basically sold all the way up. We stuck to our guns on this. Again, lots of manipulation. There was no news. We're at a 2-month high. Bankers close opportunity. It fit every single rule in the playbook to the T. And obviously this market started coming down. Most of our targets hit down here. I closed out the rest manually right here. Total 477 pips, as you can see down here. Total here. And then with the cleanup and all the other trades that we lost earlier in the day, it was 117 pips lost. So we made over 360 pips today. So not bad. A little frustrating trade for sure, but excellent trade nonetheless. You know, can't complain with 360 pips in the bag. So I just wanted to share that with you and enjoy the rest of the video.